What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the adventure here at John Goes Off-Road. Today, I've been kind of thinking of what to kind of do in regards to YouTube and things like that. And one of the biggest things I always get asked is, what's next? What are you doing? Things like that. So I kind of wanted to start a little small vlog series in regards to the truck. And the biggest thing right now has been leafs. So the reason why I say that is because I've just recently got a new rack, tent, and a bunch of gear that I've thrown on that rack that's kind of made it a little bit heavy. And this past weekend, I did see it actually sag, which to me is like the biggest pet peeve ever. I don't like when my truck sags in the rear, and we're talking about the rack weighing about like 60 pounds, a water port, a roto pack, so it just doesn't really have much. It's just recovery gear, and an axe, a shovel, and the tent, which I think ranges about 110 pounds. So like we got a decent amount of weight already there. And then on top of that, I had a full cooler, and then I had 2 boxes full of gear. We're talking about like camp stuff and things like that, and I believe that was it. So all in all, I think I had amounted to like 500 pounds or something like that. I could be exaggerating, but something a little bit around that area I think is what it was. So that's a decent amount of weight. And I know I didn't mention this on my YouTube, but I do mention it on Instagram from time to time. And the biggest thing is that I took one of the leafs out of my Stage 2 Deaver leaf pack. So what we did there is basically made it a little bit smoother. Still gets roughly about the same lift, but it is a lot smoother. But when it comes down to weight, this pack is rated to about 700 pounds, I believe, is the most you can do. So it technically can't do that. And I think we reached its barrier with that. One thing I didn't mention was I do have a rear bumper, of course, high clearance rear bumper from ATH Fab, and that is also about 150 pounds. So yeah, that's roughly around like that area, 500, maybe even close to breaking 600. So without that leaf being in there, it's definitely gonna sag. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here today. I'm gonna be re-adding that leaf and bringing it back to basically sit flat with my tent. I did take off the tent for the time being as I am dailying the truck. I don't typically tend to daily the truck, but I definitely don't want to have that issue here in regards to that. So let's get to it. I'm gonna be adding that and then kind of showing you guys where I took that leaf out if you have this pack and you're thinking about doing that as well. So I do get asked that a lot. So I'm gonna show you where that pack is actually, where that leaf is taken out of the pack. So let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so we just got the wheel off and everything like that, so everything's good. Just kind of want to show you guys the leaf pack and how it looks right now. It is kind of a little dirty, gunk and stuff like that, and a little bit of rust. So what I'm going to be doing is cleaning it up a little bit and everything like that. But I just kind of want to show you guys also where that guy belongs. So this guy actually goes, if I can kind of show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, in between the 4th to the top. From the bottom to the top, I'm sorry, is where it kind of fits at. And we just took that one out because it's what made sense the most and a little bit on the safer side. So yeah, reasons why I took that one out, that's pretty much it. Nothing really too crazy on that side. So yeah, so we took the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th up, I guess you can say. It'll technically lie in between this little kind of bushing right here that the leaves have to make them a little bit smoother and stuff, or at least less noisier. Leaves tend to get very, very noisy, so I'm gonna also kind of throw a little bit of WD-40 in between that just to kind of quit that noise and stuff like that. So yeah, let's take this guy off and put that leaf that I have right there right back on. So if you guys just saw that little piece where I was kind of like sanding that those little small U-bolts, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm out of breath, but that was a little rough. But we were sanding down those U-bolts, or at least taking off the burr per se. I went up to the snow and got a little bit of like that, I don't even know what to call it, but that stuff that they put inside the snow to break it down. I've heard multiple things. I think they put beets in it and stuff like that. It still rusts the crap out of your truck. So if you guys look, it's like rusted everywhere. So I'm gonna do a deep cleaning in regards to that. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys to make sure that the threads are okay on these U-bolts, because they get cooked really fast, and you definitely don't want that to happen when you're working on a truck. So by cooked, I mean stripped. So you definitely don't want that or anything like that or that sort happening to you. So I definitely want to let you guys know about that in regards to that. So we're gonna go ahead and continue here in regards to that and go from there. Alright guys, so it's been kind of hard to vlog and work at the same time, but I'm doing my best. Leaf pack's about to come out, so you definitely kind of want to have two people on this. I've dropped the diff a little bit, and it's pretty much just ready to come out. But you want two people just because this guy is really heavy. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's very heavy, to the point where you kind of need two people to maneuver this thing around and get it out. If you could do one person, you're pretty strong, so props to you. Otherwise, yeah, let's get this thing out. Okay. Ooh. Alright guys, so I completely ran out of time and couldn't finish the video in regards to like reinstalling the pack and then kind of showing you guys how I did that and stuff like that. So unfortunately I ran into a problem where I was running one at a time. Two, I had completely forgotten that you have to chop that little center bolt that goes down the whole leaf pack, and when you chop it down you definitely don't want to kind of reuse it just because the integrity of the threads aren't that good anymore. So what I ended up doing was finding the most local near shop that ended up being about 30 minutes away, and I ended up rushing there, rushing back, and then having to throw it all on in a rush and things like that. So got the leaf pack installed. It looks amazing. I really love the stance of it now, and it's a little bit taller than the front is, but I really don't mind. I've always liked a little bit of rake in my truck, so I like the rear end just a little bit beefier. That way, if it does tend to sag, it will sag evenly to where the front is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my first vlog. I definitely want to do more of these and kind of just show you guys updates. I was kind of doing that on Instagram, but I'm going to be moving over here to YouTube to do more updates and things like that, and that way you guys can get some information in regards to what I'm doing to the truck. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the views on that last video. It's so crazy how it blew up out of nowhere. I'm sure YouTube kind of saw the quality change, and hopefully we can push more of these out. So I'm going to be teaming up with Tony or Anthony a little bit more here in the future, and we're going to start making more and more videos. The next big one is going to be the transformation of his truck. So we're going to go from a bone stock truck to a fully built rig that a lot of people of course always ask, and we're going to be going step by step on that, so stay tuned on that. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend, day, whenever you're watching this. Peace.